So here's a mixture we made. As you can see, it's very still, which means none of the yeast survived and nothing started to really ferment, which is exactly what we wanted. Here's 4 different strains of yeast. They're all 5-gram packets. Every strain has a certain capability. Some can live through higher alcohol, so it gets you a higher alcohol rating. Others kind of make different flavors or things like that. There's literally hundreds of different yeasts, and they all, they're made to do something. They're just not randomly put on the market. So we're going with this yeast, which is a 5-gram packet. This is yeast food, and what we're going to do is measure out 1.25 grams per gram of yeast. Here's roughly that. We're going to add water, and then we're going to add the yeast to this mixture, and that basically feeds the yeast in a small area without any kind of competition from any other organism that might be in the large bucket. And so we'll get them beefed up, and it actually really makes a big difference to feed them. And it only takes 20 minutes or something like that, and then you throw it into the bucket and they're just ready to go. These are 2 really common measuring tools. They actually both do the same thing, but in very different ways. This one is a refractometer. It measures how the light refracts through a substance. So you put your mead here, and it knows how much sugar will bend light. And then if there's a meter inside of here that'll tell you, how much sugar is in there based on how the light bends. This one is about how much density is in the actual liquid. So again, this is calibrated to a sugar water mixture, and it just floats there, and someone figured out, if it floats this high, then you must have this much sugar in there. And so and that's called specific gravity, by the way. So they're doing basically the same thing, and they're both very important things, and that is you got to track the sugar level, and you got to track the sugar level decreasing, because that's how you know that your yeast is working, and that's how you know how much alcohol you have. All right, it's been 24 hours. So what we got here is a lot of foam, which is great. That's exactly what we're looking for. That shows that the yeast are active. Have you guys seen this? It goes on for days. So that just fed the crap out of the yeast, and some of the bubbles are obviously showing that we've oxygenated the shit out of this thing, so that's great.